Bravo aircraft calling on the Manatee frequency. You're barely readable, a lot of distortion in the background. Baseflight 2 EMS helicopter is now 2.5 miles due west of the field, proceeding south-southeastbound at 1,000.
Chances are he's flying without a radio, so we're going to go into a turn and let him go in. Let's go right into a right turn. Mandy traffic, 27 uniform. Lima is over 75. We're going to abort the 45 entry. We're going to do a controlled right turn to let the ultralight go in.
I'm not sure that's an ultralight.
Make sure you stay at 1,000. Don't go too high. There's a helicopter that also called that's in the area. He said we weren't broadcasting too good. That's a nice controlled turn right there. What's our airspeed? 64. Okay, we don't want to go any lower than that. But that's a nice smooth turn at 64. What's our altitude? We're still at...
Edward True Bonanza on a 1 mile right base, 436.
We're still at 1,000. Beautiful. I'm not doing hardly anything to help you. Keep turning towards the airport. We're going to go ahead in. Mandy traffic, 27 uniform, Lima over 75. Entering the 45 for right now, wind runway 7, Manatee. Now you'll notice that the throttle on this, if you let go, creeps right down quickly. So you got to keep one hand on the throttle and one on the stick at all times. What's our airspeed? 70. All right, we're going to slow down a little bit. What's our altitude? descent rate. Just flare just lightly and settle in. Beautiful. Do you hear that snap? That's front landing gear. That's why I like to keep it nose off. Now remember, while we're taxiing, you're going to try to remember to always keep the stick back. Mandy traffic, 27 uniform Lima, clear of the runway, Manatee. I never saw that helicopter.
I didn't either. There was a seaplane ultralight, looked like a Buccaneer underneath us.
Yeah, that's why we aborted the 45 and gave him a chance to get out of the way.
I don't know where he went.
No, he wasn't flying on traffic. But see, he probably overflew the airport below 800, which is a no-no.
Yeah, we were 1,000. He couldn't hit half of our altitude. He probably was 400 or 500 feet.
Keep the stick back. Now, see how much better you did this time? Each time it gets increasingly better.
Yeah, I definitely was coming to a little bit of familiarization with what was going on, how I was inputting, how the plane was responding to a much greater degree than our first out.
Right. See, each time you do it, it gets a little bit better because you get more familiarized with things. All right, now remember, we let it idle for a minute just to settle, and then we do avionics off first, then strobe, then main.
Beautiful. Much better. And each time you do it, it's going to get a little bit more familiar and a little bit more familiar, but also each time you fly, your flying conditions are going to be different. So next time, it might be a totally different way of, maneuvering.
Yeah.
Now, anything that we call maneuvering speed. Maneuvering speed is pretty much what we're doing all the time because we're flying anywhere from 60 to 75 knots. We're going to cruise at 75 to 80. We could cruise all day at that. But when you and I are flying and we're in what we call a maneuver, and a maneuver like that climb, when we're going down the runway and we're actually climbing and turning, it's a climbing ascent. The climbing ascent can be very dangerous because what happens is you're going into a climb, you need more power, you need more pull. If you're actually flying level, go into a bank turn, you have to go into somewhat of a climb attitude.
We seem to have got hung up there at about 400 feet, and we weren't doing a lot of climbing.
Yeah. Well, when you first take off out of here, especially if you're doing the pattern, like I said, and you're coming into 2.5 and you're dropping, you'll hit these things. You'll drop like crazy because the thermals out over this pass out here are horrible. It's really rough, and you'll drop. You'll be going along, all of a sudden you just drop, and you go up, and you'll drop again. Well, when you're taking off, you're flying into that, and it's like you're trying to climb, and it's just, once you get out a little ways, then she starts to climb. When you get out about maybe a quarter of a mile to half a mile before 75, all of a sudden this thing will just start to climb. That's where you get the wind shear. For some reason, out over 75.